3.5 reasons why it has been so hot and dry in the UK and Ireland. The UK and Ireland have been experiencing a prolonged hot and dry spell since June, with the first half of summer being the UK's driest summer on record. The lack of rainfall has led to hosepipe bans in North Ireland and northwest of England. In other words, people could not use water for their gardens, while the weather is also playing havoc with farming. Shortage of lettuce and broccoli is experienced in the next few months, and grass is not growing fast enough to feed Ireland's sheep and cattle through the winter. So that's really bad news. This is by Len Shaffrey, Professor of Climate Science, National Centre for Atmospheric Science, University of Reading in the UK. The hot and dry weather is associated with a high-pressure weather system situated over the UK. The high pressure means that the storms in the UK we occasionally get at this time of year are being steered much further northward towards Iceland, while the UK and Ireland have been wilting in the sunshine. Reykjavik, Iceland has recorded its wettest May and cloudiest June in the months on record. The high pressure system is unusually persistent. It has been building up over Europe throughout spring and early summer. In April, it was over Central Europe, and in May, it shifted northwards towards Scandinavia. Subsequently, it was the hottest April and May in Germany, the hottest May in Denmark since observations began in the 1880s. But why has it been so dry and warm? Here's a short list of candidates that could be playing the role, or not, in this unusual summer. One is climate change. Let's start with the obvious. Temperatures are increasing globally due to the burning of fossil fuels, which is increasing concentrations of atmospheric carbon dioxide. The global rise in temperature means that heat waves are occurring against a warmer background and so are more likely to become extreme. The past few years have seen some record-breaking temperatures in Europe. For example, the 2015 heat wave and the 2017 Lucifer heat wave in Central Europe. Unusually warm summer temperatures have also been recorded elsewhere, for example, in Canada and in Japan. The climate change is very likely to have played a role in the UK and Ireland as well. Number 2, North Atlantic temperatures. Temperatures over the North Atlantic Ocean can play a role in setting the position of a narrow band of strong wind in the upper atmosphere known as the jet stream. You can see a wonderful video of this in the article I leave below for you. It shows the jet stream in motion. The position of the jet stream in turn has a profound impact on the weather experienced in the UK and in Ireland. The jet stream, of course, can affect weather in Europe. This summer, ocean temperatures have been relatively warm between the Gulf of Mexico and North Africa, while temperatures south of Greenland have been unusually cold. This is thought to have pushed the jet stream further northwards, sending bad weather towards Iceland while allowing areas of high pressure to linger over Europe. The third reason may be the La Niña. Every few years, the ocean temperatures in the tropical Pacific swing between being relatively warm, known as El Niño, and cool, La Niña. Since October 2017, the area has been in a La Niña phase. This is sometimes associated with cold winters in northwestern Europe, for example, the winter of 2010-11, and the recent Beast from the East cold spell in March of 2018. However, La Niña cannot really be blamed here. This year's events had started to weaken around April and had almost gone by June when the UK's current dry spell began. Number 4, it's the weather. The above factors influence the type of weather the UK and Ireland will be getting, but within these broad possibilities, good or bad luck also plays a role. This is especially the case for the very unusual weather such as the current hot and dry spell. This summer is no different, and the hot and dry weather is partly due to a combination of Atlantic temperatures, climate change, and annual weather patterns. Should weather patterns continue as they are through the 2018, they may turn out to be as hot and dry as the extreme summer of 1976. This raises the questions of how predictable it is. The science of forecasting the weather a few months ahead is still in its infancy, and such seasonal forecasts are subject to lots of uncertainty. However, the UK Met Office did predict back in early June that there was an increased probability of a drier and warmer summer. While meteorologists are not yet able to predict prolonged hot and dry spells months in advance, they were useful indicators of an increased chance of extreme weather. Advancing the science of seasonal forecasting requires a deeper understanding of the different factors that can influence the weather, from ocean temperatures and jet streams through to changes in Arctic sea ice. As part of the UK Drought and Water Scarcity Programme, research institutes in the UK are being funded to further our knowledge of these influences and to better understand how the UK can respond to and mitigate the impacts of prolonged dry weather. This is on The Conversation.